Hello YouTube, it's Graphoniac here, coming to you live from the SMB server today. I'm going to give you a decent sized world tour, and I'm actually going to sit down and record next week's video as well. Got lots going on, lots of work done. What you see today is not going to be in chronological order just because, well, I've not had the recording time available lately, but I have had the building time available lately. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have a look. So what you see here is our spawn, and if you follow us on the streams, you should recognize what's going on here. We've got the Titan over there, and this crazy madness is a parkour course. I will give it a try, but not while I'm recording, just because recording just makes my game lag, and it's very, very difficult to do, and my ping's low enough as it is. But let's have a look at spawn just to see what's changed. Oh yeah, hey, since my last video, we put a road in. That's kind of nice. Nothing's actually changed here at spawn, except that we are losing badly. We need to get to work on that, blue team. But check this out. It's raining ender pearls. The boys have been working on, there should be, like, when that overflows, it'll fill up in here. So yeah, now we have ender pearls straight from the end, straight from the Enderman farm, which is actually there, and I may or may not show you, but that this probably be another episode, because it's not my work, it's someone else's work, and I'll show you, but make sure that you check everybody's links in the description, because everything you see today is likely to be from every person on the server, because the Zintac did 99.99% of the work on that farm. I think Impulse may have helped him a little with at least some of the supply gathering and stuff, but pretty much Zintac built that monster, and I believe Duke built that one. Hence all the emeralds. Seriously, so many emeralds. And Fallen started on the walls, and Zintac and some others have tried to keep up with it, but there's that, and then there's this game over here, which I didn't record last time. And I think Duke did the somebody did the pixel art over the top of that, and some madness going on over there, and basically you gotta watch the other SMBers to keep up with what's going on in the server, because there's lots going on the server. So take a moment, click through all the links below, and you might actually recognize that there are two new names in the list. We'd like to welcome Davkiss 2005 and Mac Attack Productions. We're very glad to have you on the server. Let's stay off the ship for this episode. You can see that I've done quite a lot of work, all of that back there, and there's some detail work up there. I'll show you in the next SMB episode, but I just want to stay down here this time. So we've rendered that iron farm useless now, and it has been torn down. I think we're going to use the villagers for trading, possibly. We just have to figure out where and how, and you know how it goes. But what I'd like to show you today is something that I built several weeks ago, just before I was traveling, or just after I got back, I can't remember. But I spent basically the first week that I was on SMB, when we had moved to the bunny release. I spent forever trying to catch and tame bunnies, and then they took taming bunnies away, and that was really frustrating. But by then I'd already gathered some bunnies. I went after specifically a black and white bunny to be a dinner bunny. Let's go in there and say hi. And then I built him a hutch. See, dinner bunny. Hi, dinner bunny. So this is his pad, his living quarters, his, place to chill. And he's got all these nice little white rabbits. I don't know why he only ever produces the pure white rabbits and not the pretty little, I don't know, patchwork? I'm not sure what In a cat, we'd probably call it tuxedo, except it's white, mainly in black patches. Cow print? I don't know. But apparently he likes these guys. So pretty little bunnies. My little bunny hutch. Not terribly much detail to the hutch, but it does, I think, feel like a pretty classy hutch. It probably took me about 45 minutes to work out, and then tear it down and do it again in about 20, which is how it goes. And it doubles as a kennel for all my loudmouth dogs, which keep teleporting to me, so it's a good thing I had so many of them. I'll have to come back and rebreed them for a thing that I have in mind. But I have started cleaning up down here, because with all the work that's going on up there, we'd like to move into the ship sometime soon. I still need to bring that floor back up against the engines there, but we're kind of out of lapis. I don't know why, but we're kind of out of lapis, so I can't make cyan clay right now. So that project is on hold, and maybe, I don't know, but maybe it'll be finished by the time I record the ship episode. But we should be moving in, Blue Team should be moving into the ship very, very soon. I just have to get that back section done and get some bedrooms worked out. Speaking of the ship, this arch right here is actually Zintak's design. You see them over there. I modified it just ever so slightly. I added the lights here in the bottom, and I added another thing. You might see the water dripping there. Well, let's go up and have a look. Made sure that the inside was accessible, neat and tidy, because this is a drop shaft. You can't really see up there, but there's a spot that's being held closed by a piston, and you stand on the block, push the button, and drop down into here. So I got tired of going through the nether or trying to jump into the river. Oh, trying to jump into the river. Come on now. Be nice. From the ship, especially with this invisible blue bridge. So many deaths. Once I'd gotten this bit of it done, it got really, really hard to hit the water. So I just made it easier to hit the water. I'm pretty pleased with it. Again, it's not my design, so I can't really take credit for the design itself. Zintak did a really lovely job keeping the depth and interest of it. But I had to borrow it because it fits, it's so close to spawn and it fits nicely, and it also allows for that, 3x3 safe drop. Pretty exciting stuff. So I built that, and it's after realizing that we should be able to move up there soon, I brought this road back to the tractor beam. I can't show you what's going on over there because Mobbin's got some crazy stuff he's probably going to do a video on, most likely, because he spent a lot of work on it. So I'm not going to show you, but it's a lot of redstone, and I mean a lot of redstone. But I brought the road back here, and I'm thinking probably a courtyard or something around this area, with the possibility of roads going to our different farms. I hear you, zombie, and I can't turn around because I'd show off Mobbin's thing. He's fixed up the sugarcane farm, the sheep are still there, the villagers are still here waiting to be put into a trader. I cleaned up the tree farm. I am going to put the trees back just in... Excuse me. I'm going to put the trees back, but in a little bit, I don't know. It was kind of cramped just right here. And I took the cows from over here and the wheat from over here and my sheep that I was working on. And I haven't cleaned up any of this mess, and I'm not sorry because it was really late when I did it. But eventually I'm going to clean up all this mess. And I did some landscaping on stream when I was hanging out with Zintak, and made this little pond that feeds into the river, and let's go across the way. Wheat fields, which are at the moment fully functional. I'm actually using them to breed up the cows because I'm supposed to be getting bookshelves to Duke, and I almost forgot actually to do that. And then the sheep, because I'm using the gray wool upstairs. So rude. Don't you know I'm YouTubing? Okay, well. Anyways. So I brought the cows and the sheep over here. But they're not going to stay here per se. I'm thinking about having a, just for looks, animal pen with cows and sheep and chicken and pigs. Just, you know, a mix of all of them. And then my redstone contribution, so long as no one beats me to it. My redstone contribution, so long as no one beats me to it, is somewhere nearby having a automatic wheat and automatic cow farm. Probably go with something like Soap the Great that I had done. I liked that design quite a lot. It was very neat, tidy, and practical. But having that little section there be almost strictly ornamental, and then maybe up on that hill have a couple of farms. Maybe move it back over to where the chicken farm is, so it's all lined up. Chicken farm, cow farm, wheat farm. I don't know. I haven't quite worked that bit out yet. I've got to do some cleanup work and some landscaping, but that's kind of what I've got going on now. I'm basically cleaning up down here. So see, that looks a little better now. It's a little bit better lit, and it's a little bit more interesting. Probably build a decorative barn or something. Yeah, I'm tempted to go up into the ship, but I'm going to actually save that for another episode. I think I've got enough work done for a whole episode. But so my first redstone, hopefully, my first redstone contribution to the team will be cow and wheat farms. And my first contribution to the server is actually going to be a mini game that I am working with Tuxape on. Oops. I'll show you just a little bit. I'll show you what I've got completed, but I won't show you the whole project. So when Alan joined the server, he and I are pretty good friends, and we'd been wanting to build together. And we thought of a project right away, just from stream chatting, I guess. I think it was probably conceived in a stream, but we decided that we would build a soccer stadium together. And I can hear him groaning now and say, "It's football stadium, Graf. It's football whatever. It's a soccer stadium." And we're going to try to come up with a soccer game to play as an actual event for the community. And the timing of it was perfect because we started actually building it. I'm recording this on Wednesday, so we started building it yesterday, 4 or 5 hours on the project. And yesterday is also when we added Mac and Davkis. And Davkis is a redstoner. Missed me. And he kind of jumped on the idea of helping us with the game as his first redstone project. So worked out for us. We can focus on the building and let him do the game bits. But for now, I'm just going to show you what I spent 4 hours on. 4 hours. So this is the bridge. That's the stadium. It's very much in its beginning stages where we've got the shape and all that worked out, but we've got to work out the seating and stuff. So I'm not going to actually go inside, but this is the bridge. It took me, I think, an hour and a half to work out the pattern and the pylons and the bracing here. But worth it, I think, because look at those pylons. I'll show you the underside of the bridge. So, in my opinion, the best builds are the ones that take a little bit of extra time to clean up the things that nobody sees. Alan. And I've definitely done that down here, and I feel very pleased with myself for this design. It's simple, I think it's pretty simple. It's my first major bridge. The color palette is because we wanted to do yellow versus, or gold versus blue, but we did not want to use any lapis or gold because they're kind of in high demand right now. So this is our answer to that challenge. Gold versus blue, sandstone versus whatever this stuff is called, prismarine. So yeah, I'm very pleased with it. I feel really good about it. And the base pillars, or whatever you want to call them, were inspired by Zintax arches, but actually my design. So I think they're interesting to look at and definitely tie off the bridge, in my opinion. I was thinking about maybe doing a second brace across the middle with prismarine, but I almost feel like this is done. I actually feel like this doesn't need anything more. Leaving it open, I think, is going to be okay. So, not going to show you inside the stadium now. Sorry, guys. I'd rather do that when Alan and I have got more work done on it, and possibly when I can record with Alan. But this is going to be our first community project. And I'd see a thing there. That was Mac's work. He was not assigned to a team yet, so he was just, bored in building. That was also Alan's work. What are you gonna do? That's gonna be it for me for today. Make sure that you stick around through the credits. I've got an amazing outro designed by Pandora Typography, and something you should know if you followed me long enough, or will get to know but if you stick around, is that after every outro, if at all possible, I have a little bit of a bonus, whether it be outtakes or a prank or just something funny that happened, or collab, whatever. I have something in mind tonight, and I want to make sure you don't miss it. So stick around, folks, for the outtakes. Bye-bye. Hello YouTube, and welcome to a special episode of Landscaping with Graph and Sheep. Hi Sheep. We have behind us a classic McBean hill. This is the kind of hill you will find on any server where there is a McBean present. See, the thing about McBeans is that they like smooth lines, uninterrupted, pyramid-type hills. The problem here is that nobody else on the server likes these things. I'd like to help find a nice middle ground and show that even these nice smooth lines that are very blurry can be made to look nice. Just a little bit of compromise. Landscaping taken one step farther. So if you'll give me a few minutes, through the magic of video editing, I should be back with a significantly different hill. Alright then, it's been about 20 minutes worth of work, and give or take a few minutes, and I have kept the McBean hill. You can still see it, it's there, but I think you'll find that it's a lot nicer to look at. Let's have a look, shall we? It's amazing what just a few very carefully placed and weeded, carefully manicured placed bone meal can do. That was a horrible sentence, but the point being that I didn't use terribly much bone meal, and I didn't keep all the grass that was spawned when I did it. I removed all the yellow flowers from this side and that side. I also removed all the red flowers from that side because I wanted to use the pink and white tulips. And I did leave the red flowers on this side, but that was a visual choice. And let's have a look up at the top. One of the problems with the classic McBean Hill is that the very top of it is very, very flat, and it begs for a little bit of depth, and I've given it that. So here's your classic McBean Hill dressed up with a nice little water feature, because that never hurts. Sugarcane is still waiting to grow, but like I said, it's been about 20 minutes, and I just did a really quick landscape job. So put down a couple trees. Those 3 were intentional great trees. That one was a bonus. Minecraft just decided that I needed another monster tree right there. Fine by me. Left the lighting just as he had it, but should probably add one more here. But added water, sugarcane, and a little bit of, again, carefully placed bone meal. Another great tree that Minecraft just decided to give me as bonus, which was really nice. But look at how nice this is. I mean, it's not fantastic. It's not anything to write home about, but it's pleasant on the eye and makes you want to actually come up here and look. Let's put these torches back. I had a little bit of a water incident. Here we go. But here you go. 20 minutes on a McBean Hill, and it's not so bad. I just have to wait and see what kind of corollary McBean's gonna have. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.